Thank you for all you do, Teresa. And our purpose, as you've heard a little bit, is that we have experienced professionals in business, marketing, law, accounting, human resources, agriculture, access to capital, and more within our team and within our network. Entrepreneurs, professionals, and the Canna Curious need a space where they can learn and grow, share their ideas, and get new ideas, as well as get feedback in a safe space where their ideas will not be taken and used by anyone else. And so we believe in bridging that gap between our members, consumers, marketers, and others in the industry, and creating that safe space. And that's what we do here at Cannabiziac. We have 3 signature events. So if you're new to our organization, you're learning more about who we are. We have 3 signature events every month that you can participate in. Cannabis Cafe, which is a free event that we do every second Tuesday. And that's an opportunity for you to connect and learn about a different hot topic in the industry. We have our Book of the Month virtual chat where we feature a cannabis or business author, and you get a chance to really get an intimate conversation with them about not just the topic and subject matter, but also about their journey. And then we have Cannabiziac University, where we have a specific topic around a specific area in the industry or in business as a whole, and we have a different thought leader each month that come and give us a presentation and conducts a webinar. So many ways for you to get involved in Cannabiziac in addition to our Business Incubator program. We also have a membership with various levels of membership and various benefits. And you can learn more on our website about our membership opportunities. And those membership do carry some additional benefits, including attending all of our events for free, discounts on our incubator program, and so much more. Now, let's get to it, where Teresa's going to just kind of take us through the green print about our courses, and you'll learn specifically about this particular cohort of graduates graduated in our entrepreneurship, fundamentals of entrepreneurship program. But Teresa will let you know about what we call our green print, which is your success and roadmap, or your roadmap to success in the cannabis industry. And myself and Keisha Dixon, Dr. Carly Bell, and we have several other new instructors coming on that we're excited to announce a little later. So Teresa, and of course our guest lecturers who we've had, Adora Agbu, Jermaine Bryant, and J.M. Valbueno, who were guest lecturers this past term and will continue to be guest lecturers and also lead some of our new programs that we'll be adding. So Teresa?
Absolutely. Thanks, Anne-Marie. So the green print is, a play on words. Historically, people have the blueprint to success, but instead we have the green print. And that's what's going to take you from beginning of the course through the end of the material so that you're well equipped to move into the business world as it relates to cannabis. So in Cannabis 101, the deep dive, we talk about the history of cannabis, its travels across the globe, and how it has landed itself within various countries at this point in time. So we would address the countries that are attended by our cohorts. So even in Jamaica, we would have talked about, how did cannabis arrive in Jamaica? I'm mentioning Jamaica because both of our grads are actually located in Jamaica right now. So in the deep dive course, we would talk about the history, the movement of cannabis itself. We would talk about the plant and how it's composed and what does it mean to have terpenes and cannabinoids and how do they interact with the body and what is the endocannabinoid system. And we talk about the different regulations as they relate to medical cannabis consumption, sacramental, adult use, and, depending on the different applications, what are the regulations, what are the formats, what are the considerations, that you need to ensure in place to make sure that your business is, not breaking any conventions or breaking any legal regulations. So we would talk about operations as it relates to cannabis production, cultivation. We would talk about global trends and how to manage and innovate your offerings. So marketing is something that we would touch on in the cannabis deep dive as well. So each cohort is, 16 weeks long. And within those cohorts, we do have guest speakers. And we are reaching the point where you'll have the green print actual textbook to follow along with throughout the courses. So the Fundamental of Entrepreneurship course is the one that we're graduating today. Again, it's another 16-week course, and it's 2 hours for each course. But that's not just to say you only have those, 32 hours of class time. There's a lot of work that's done outside of the course time. So once you decide and define what your business is, you talk about how do you structure it. You build your business plan. You look at what are your staffing needs. You look at what are your sales and marketing, and not just looking at it, but actually listing it out. We do SWOT analysis of, what are the competitors in your area, and what are the strengths that you bring to the industry. What is your business? How does it differentiate from the other businesses that are in the similar space? How are you going to market your product differently? How are you going to produce your product? What does purchasing look like? Finances. We have guest speakers come in and talk about how to put together your financial documents and statements. All of these things really just help you move from the point of ideation to actual being able to manage your business at the end of the course. And then the final course we have is a medical cannabis course, which is designed for healthcare professionals so that they can apply clinical knowledge to choose the right cannabis therapies. So this course does break down very specifically various conditions and the ways in which cannabis could benefit persons living with those conditions. Particularly as it relates to what are the different cannabis varieties and what's their efficacy, and what's the best way to consume the products to have the greatest health response. So the medical cannabis course is 8 weeks in duration. Highlights are regulation and compliance, patient care, and product development. So we do have a new cohort starting in September 9th. Any of the 3 courses that I had just mentioned are going to be available. We will have an open house video for you to watch, and it'll explain deeper around the content of each course. So you can check out that on our website. It'll be listed very shortly. But what we are proposing is that students join right after the Labor Day weekend, the first week in September. We have different times for the classes. The Cannabis 101 is offered in the morning from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, whereas the Fundamentals of Entrepreneurship is available from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The medical cannabis course is on demand, so we can see what times work best for the people who are interested in it. And as Anne-Marie mentioned, we have some new cohorts that we're going to be introducing in September as well. One being dispensary operations. And what's really interesting about this course is that we often see a lot of courses that are designed for the bud tender to learn how to, be a good bud tender. What does good customer service look like? How do you discuss cannabis as a plant for adult use? But the dispensary operations is really designed for people who are emerging into the cannabis industry, whether or not it's in, various states in the US or different countries globally, but who are looking to run a dispensary but have never actually operated a dispensary in the past. So this course will teach you all you need to know about dispensary operations. And similarly, for folks that are entering into a cannabis production space, we talk a lot about the good manufacturing practices that people need to adhere by. As much as we know we are awesome growers and cultivators, for us to be able to share our products internationally and globally and be competitive in the market, there's certain practices that need to be followed and are adhered to and recognized, and that you need to adhere to before they can move, and exchange through import or export practices. So we do have a number of cohorts coming up. We also invite people to join as instructors with us should they have the interest in either adding content to any of the cohorts that we have available, or if they have courses that they would like to offer individually. So for example, we do have another cohort that we're teasing out, that it's going to be looking exclusively at extraction and what would extraction look like, and what are the various forms of extraction, and what are the best, formats depending on whether or not you want a bulk extraction product or if you're looking at extracting from your craft marketplace. So, I mean, ultimately, the Cannabis Builder Incubator Program, we're here to help you build as an individual, build your business plan, build your marketing strategy, understand your business better, because no one understands your business like you understand your business. But we're also here to help build the larger community. So making sure that those that are coming into the space have the knowledge to run good businesses. So it's about developing that as well. You can find out more information about the cohorts on our website, which is cannabisiac.com. And again, you can always, in the meantime, contact myself as the program coordinator if you're interested in a cohort or you have an idea that you'd like to share and consider as a business itself. Anne-Marie?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Teresa. I just want to quickly acknowledge one of our first graduates, Mel, is in the house. Mel, are you there? I think I saw her.
Hi, guys. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm in my car.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, guys. Congratulations, graduate.
Yes, Mel, thank you for joining and for supporting.
No problem, man.
Thanks, Mel.
Awesome. All right, so now the moment that we've been waiting for, it is time to introduce our graduates. And I want to first start with Adrian England, who is the founder of Numera. So we're going to kick off with a video from Adrian.
Give me a second, guys. Here we go.
Hi everyone, my name is Adrian Anglin and I am the CEO of Numera Limited. Numera is a research and development company that exists here in Jamaica, and our primary function is to seek opportunities within the cannabis industry in order to execute our vision of becoming the global leader in innovation within the cannabis ecosystem through the development of transformative technologies. And so far, with my experience, since my experience started with Cannabisiac, I think we are off to a good start. Cannabisiac has really opened my eyes to the industry through its incubation program. I was able to learn so much because I was exposed to seminars of people who have written books, people who have been in the industry for so many years, and to learn what their experiences have been like. It really shed light on the fact that the cannabis space is like one big family. My cohort, even though we are newcomers, so to speak, trying to get a foothold into the industry, everybody that we've met along the way have been so warm and so welcoming to us, and that has been such a motivation and drive for me to have gotten this far. And being a part of the Fundamentals of Entrepreneurship cohort for the fall for the past several months, it has been such a delight. I learned so much. The Cannabisiac team, Teresa, Keisha, and Anne-Marie, they are always available to help, especially with the development of our business plan, so that we were able to know exactly what it is that we want to do, how we are going to execute it, and what we want in order to do so. It was such a pleasure. It is just a blessing to have crossed paths with Cannabisiac, and I hope that Cannabisiac continues to grow so that so much more people like myself who are out there can have access to this kind of opportunity that I have right now.
Woohoo!
Awesome. Now we will hear Adrian's business pitch. Are you ready, Adrian?
Yeah,
Okay,
nervous, but yeah.
you got this. No need to be nervous.
Um, I'll share my screen, man.
Yep.
Are you guys seeing my screen?
Yes, we are.
All right. So good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. As my introduction stated, my name is Adrian Anglin, and I am the CEO for Numera. Numera Limited, a company that exists here in Jamaica, and we are a research and development company with the focus and the vision of becoming the leading innovators of technology within the cannabis ecosystem by developing breakthrough technologies that will disrupt the cannabis space. Now, I want to present to you our brand role, which features our flagship products. And what role is a cannabis accessory brand that is poised to disrupt the global cannabis lifestyle market with culturally inspired IP protected innovations. Roll is rooted in Jamaica's rich cannabis heritage and rising global demand, and we offer investors a first mover opportunity at the intersection of cannabis, culture, and consumer design. Now, the problems that we're tackling with Roll is within the cannabis space, people don't necessarily know how to roll their own joint. And so inconsistent roll is a problem. And consumers struggle to roll their roll consistent joints to get more value for their money through the purchasing of the cannabis flower. And thereby they have to are up to purchase more expensive pre-rolls, leading to frustration and waste. Unrefined rolling tools. The available rolling tools that are out there, they roll a cigarette. And I'm Jamaican, and in my culture, whenever it comes on to cannabis, we want nothing to do with anything cigarette or tobacco related. So roll is an attempt for me to share my culture with the world. There's another product that was developed to tackle revenue loss that doesn't fall under roll, but it was invented through one of our business model, which is business consultancy, where we realized that dispensaries lose a lot of money annually because they have to discard their flowers that they put in their sampling jars. And so we come up with a solution to tackle that problem as well. Now, the solutions that we have are two patentable rolling devices and one cone filling device. And the other solution for the dispensary is the scent preservation jar that we're calling Aroma Lock. Now, our two flagship products, these are what they produce. We have the classic roller, which will be wholesaling for $5 US. And as you can see, that is what the outcome is after using that device. And our basic cone roller is wholesaling for $3.50, and that is what the outcome is after using that device. So one gives you the pre-roll and the other gives you an empty cone, which you will use our cone filling device to fill. Now, our competitive advantages are that
we are a Jamaican accessory. We are banking on Jamaica's reputation within the cannabis space globally for our products. Our products are patentable. We have completed prototypes, and we are in the process throughout my relationship with cannabis, they are forging partnerships with persons in Jamaica and across borders. Now, let's talk numbers as we look into our market opportunity. As it stands right now, there are over 70 million active cannabis users today, and that is projected to surpass over 100 million by 2030. The cannabis accessory market is, as of 2024, over 9 billion US dollars, and that is projected to continue growing. The sale of cones, as I showed you previously, which is what our basic roller rolls, the market value of that globally is over $5 billion, and the sale of pre-rolls globally is over $4 billion. So it's the two markets that our flagship products are entering are really big markets, as you can see. Further market opportunity, the segment of cannabis accessories is rapidly growing due to lower regulatory barriers and higher margins, as accessories aren't regularized as the cannabis plant itself. So it has far more freedom to move around the globe than the cannabis itself in terms of a legal scope. And with the advancement in legalizations across the world, we are seeing an increase in consumer demand for stylish and efficient accessories. A further market opportunity, as I said, which I keep reiterating, Jamaican cannabis culture is unmatched internationally, and that is a fact. So Roll will leverage a plant agnostic approach by serving lifestyle, medical, and cultural use segments of the market alone. So we have three business models: our business to customer, which we will take full control of. Is our products, our flagship products, are able to be customized. So we will take on customizing the product through direct relationship with our customers, and we have another segment which is business to business, where we'll be offering licensing and white label for the rollers. And our third business model is the technological development consultation, which is where the aroma lock jar came through, where we will create custom cannabis technologies or hardwares to further the technological sphere within the cannabis ecosystem. Our exciting marketing strategy, we came up with a catchy tagline, which is "Roll with us." So every partner becomes the face of the brand. So our products essentially will become marketing engines for retailers, which is very exciting. We'll be hosting what we call a Roll Cup, which is literally a trophy that will be given to retailers who sell the most of our product. We intend to launch on 4/20 of next year with co-branded sleeves. So whosoever our retailers are, the packaging will say "Roll with" whatever their brand name is. And we will come up with a Roll with challenge on social media for people to highlight who they're rolling with. And we will monitor like weekly partner feuds, where we will giving out rewards and having like a leaderboard hype thing going on social media, across social media. So I'm really excited for that. So our funding acts and capital allocation now for a seed funding round, we are seeking to raise 150,000 US dollars to produce 50,000 units of each of the flagship products for 5% equity plus 2.5% revenue share on each unit sold until a 1.5 return on that investment is achieved over 36 months. The funds will be allocated for operations, for manufacturing, for marketing and launch, for IP protection, and for contingency buffer. So our roadmap and milestone is to raise the capital during this year, secure the retailers, secure manufacturing and distribution. For next year, as I said, for 420, we intend to launch the product, to really release the aroma lock jar, launch other products as well, like a grinder. And then beyond that, we aim for global expansion. Our team consists of myself and Aisha Bailey, who is herself a business founder, business leader. She's been in business for many years. She has a lot of experience in logistics, in consumer marketing, as well as product development. Our consultants include another co-founder, Mr. Thompson, Mr. Susan Thompson, who has many years in leadership as well. Dr. Stacey and Wilson from the University of the West Indies, who is a lecturer in the Department of Government. We have Simone Harrison Pringle, who is on this graduation forum with us. There are some person who I consult for branding and product development as well. And we have other people like engineers, IT lawyers, supply chain experts, and people who are experts within the cannabis space as well as a part of our team. And that's it for my presentation. I'm open for any question that you guys might have. Thank you.
Thank you, Adrian. All right. If you do have any questions, feel free to place them in the chat. We are going to introduce our next graduate. So thank you again, Adrian, for everything. And great presentation, great job.
Thank you.
All right, Mary, our next graduate. Oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to put that up.
Adrian, okay. Thank you.
All right, our next graduate is none other than Ms. Shakira Little, who's the founder and CEO of Reggae OG Kush. So, Mary?
Hi.
Hi, Shakira, we're going to play your video first, and then we'll hear your presentation.
Sure. Here we go. Hi, good day. My name is Shakira. I am the proud CEO, founder of Reggae OG Kush, established in 2018. We at Reggae OG Kush providing our 100% organic cannabis products, such as products like edibles or signature roots wine. Our journey started in 2018 as a home-based business, which blended well with my existing Shaka Mango Tree Bar. Established a customer base. The following year, we attended Rubber Salute Farming Alaska partnership with several industrial players. The highlight of our business was winning the Cannabisia People Choice Award in 2025. Staging at Rubber Salute. Winning the award acknowledged gained the year over now ignite a passion to take the brand Reggae OG Kush to a next level. We are looking to acquire a location to create a space, relaxing cannabis space, focused on providing authentic Jamaican cannabis experience for our customer. The location will be in Portmore. Focus on providing job and youth for a development space. Create an island vineyard to mix and mingle and enjoy the cannabis. My time, let's talk about Cannabisiac. My time at Cannabisiac University has been a fulfilling one. I gained information throughout the 16 classes. I would like to say thank you, Anne-Marie, who taught me with passion and patience. Teresa, such a wonderful person who always available to listen and hear my ideas. Let's talk about my peers. Adrian. Adrian is a truly nice and understanding person who always there. who always have a good conversation and new ideas and a way to look at life. Now I can call all these people my family.
Awesome. All right, Shakira,
Thank
are you
you.
ready? Thank you and congratulations. You really
Thanks.
worked hard. All right.
You guys see in the screen?
We are now. You just have to, yeah.
Hi. Hello. Good day.
You want to start it, go to slideshow, Shakira, and start from beginning so that way it shows the full screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see in the screen? You guys see in the screen?
We see it, but if you want it to be full, where
Oh,
it's just one slide at a time, then go up to the top to slideshow.
slideshow.
Mm-hmm. In the top menu bar, go down second, the next row. Or you
Yeah.
could do that too. Yeah, you can do that one too. Yeah, there you go.
Hi, everyone. I'm a little bit nervous. All right. This is
Got
my pitch deck from Reggae OG Kush. The problem we're facing now, the need of holistic smoking space in Portmore. I was born in Portmore, raised in Portmore. The problem in Portmore is you can get cannabis each and everywhere in Portmore. But the point is, there's no space where you can come and enjoy cannabis. The other problem is the consist cry out of organic cannabis. I remember at Rebel Salute, Queen Ifrica spoke, said she had a valid point, said she's going to stop smoke marijuana. Reason being, there's no organic products out there. There are mostly chemical products. Look at our mission statement. We are here to provide our community with the most authentic cannabis, most organic cannabis experience, offering the highlights cannabis products and authentic Jamaican space. We're aiming to create the most innovative and profitable cannabis wellness experience and relate to our products in the world. Let's talk about me, Shakira. Shakira is a passionate leader and a founder of Reggae OG, blessed with years of experience in cannabis industry, also first ever candidate who won the Cannabis Yak People's Choice Award held at Rebel Salute. My team, my super team, Alex, such a wonderful person. Giovanni Johnson. I think I'm going back too fast on the slide. Giovanni, projector, supervisor, such a wonderful person. Brianna Thompson, a sales, always good on sales. Let's talk about my products. Organic cannabis products. Well, my organic products, I have my signature product, Legendary. It's an indica strain and my sativa strain, cherry pie. Let's talk about my cannabis beverage, Roots Wine. My time at Rebel Salute, Stepping High, several event shows, my Roots Wine excel well. I remember growing up when my grandma used to say, I like to share a nice story with you guys. I remember growing up with my grandma who teach me about to share the roots wine. She said, come, my granddaughter, catch up the cold stove. Come let me teach you how to make some roots wine. So I'm watching her with some tree roots. And I said, Grandma, what is this tree root? She said, listen, this is strong bark, spirulina, chain roots. And I remember growing up, seeing my grandma make all these roots wine. And I enjoyed it. And I come, blend it with my almond and make some almond roots wine. These are some of my products. I remember at Rebel Salute, the tourists who came at my boat said, you have such a lovely space, organic space. See, some of my customers, they're enjoying their products. And here are some good sense in me. Objective. Objective is to provide the most welcome, authentic Jamaica cannabis space while focusing on holistic cannabis therapy and education. Timeline about my business. Month 1, to renovate and design smoking wear area and furnish. Month 3, focusing on marketing, advertising, and a grand open. Month 4, forming partner with industrial players like Lion Pride, Steam Team, which is Kevin, my good friend, and Adrian with Nomad as successful expanded and customer base. My goals for this business, revenue 49 million for 1 year and over 2 years, position Brigade OG to our next region. My strengths, establish a brand name, organic products, personal farmers. My weakness, limited workers capital, full-time workers, limited knowledge. Opportunities, Portmore being a parish, local support farming, rising of cannabis awareness, and disaster other wellness. Concession, 49 million project profitable, 11 million invested, and 3% profit over the years. Thank you. Little bit nervous.
Great job, Shakira. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You did an awesome job. Congratulations to both you and Adrian. And same thing, if you have any questions for Shakira, please feel free to drop them in the chat. We are now going to introduce our commencement address speaker. I'm going to share my screen in just a moment. Here. Okay. 1 second. All right. So, of course, every time we have every cohort, we like to have a commencement address. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to get to my toolbar here. We have a commencement address by a industry leader and someone who is absolutely passionate about not only the industry, but those who are coming up in the industry. And so I want to introduce and thank, first of all, did I increase this much? Okay. And thank our commencement speaker, J.M. Balbueno, who is the CMO of Prime Harvest. J.M. is an accomplished author, filmmaker, and entrepreneur known for her leadership in the cannabis industry. As the founder of Synergy, a dynamic multimedia organization advocacy lifestyle brand, she channels her passion for storytelling and social change. She serves as Chief Marketing Officer for Prime Harvest, Inc., a retail tech-focused cannabis organization headquartered in San Diego, California. Balbuena is also the executive director of the Ryan's Law Foundation, championing cannabis advocacy for terminally ill patients. Her literary works include the best-selling book, The Successful Cannapreneur, and her latest release, Green Renaissance, both available on Amazon. In 2024, she directed and produced the award-winning documentary Roll Up for Equity, which highlights the challenges of implementing a social equity program in San Diego's cannabis sector. She's a proud U.S. Navy veteran and continues to make an impact in the global cannabis market through collaboration and innovation. Welcome, as always, JM. We're so thrilled to have you, and I know you are going to deliver a dynamic message to our graduates and all of our guests today. So welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm honored to be here and sharing this amazing celebration with you guys. So, and thank you for the opportunity to address the cohort. So, as you guys heard, my name is Jan Balbuena, and again, it's truly an honor to be here today at the graduation ceremony for Cannabisiac's Cannabis Builder Incubator program. And so we're here today to celebrate that the students have made an intentional decision to bet on themselves in one of the most complex, dynamic, and transformative industries on the planet. And with this milestone, you guys have laid the foundation for your cannabis legacy through real life preparation and with the objective to build something that truly matters, and that's monumental. And as you know, the cannabis plant, it was once vilified, criminalized, and misunderstood, and it's now legally recognized in many states in the US and in several countries. And the plant itself brought us here today to this very moment in our lives. And that's a testament to the healing, economic, and cultural power that the plant has, but most important, the power that the people who steward it have. And you guys and all of us are those people. And we've seen markets rise and fall. We've seen social equity programs take shape and get challenged. We've seen capital dry up and new models emerge. But what remains consistent is the resilience of the community, our community, and the spirit of bold, prepared leaders and entrepreneurs like yourselves who are ready to shift the narrative and build something better. This industry doesn't hand out opportunities. We know that. But you have to build them, sometimes brick by brick, and doing it while dodging bureaucracy, stigma, and outdated regulations. But the good news is that you got the tools to do it and the motivation. And because obviously you showed up every week, you did the work, you asked the questions, you took the hits, you kept going, you didn't give up. And that is what makes you different. You guys are architects. You're building businesses that solve problems. You're designing cannabis operations that reflect your values. You're creating inclusive spaces that welcome people in and remind them that cannabis is culture, that cannabis is wellness, and that cannabis is community. And as someone who once was lost after the military service and dealing with the unique experience that comes with that, cannabis gave me clarity and purpose. And beyond saving my life, it redirected it. And now I wake up every single day asking myself how I can help others to do the same through entrepreneurship, advocacy, and education. And you guys are now a part of that same mission. So I said all of that to leave you with this. Lead with intention, execute with excellence, and never stop learning, because the work that you're doing, yes, it is good for business, but most importantly, it's good for the world. So congratulations, and go into the world and do your thing. I'm right here beside you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, JM. I knew it was going to be impactful. All right, so now we will move on to our next part of the program, which is our pinning ceremony. Mary?
Thank you, Anne Marie, Shakira, and Adrian.
Okay.
I ask that you please put on your cap and tassel. Put that on. And also have your person that will be putting on your pin because I want your cap and tassel on while you do your pinning.
My pinning person isn't here, so I'm going to have to pin myself.
That's fine. That's fine. But well, I'll tell you. Okay. Alrighty, we ready for the pinning? On behalf of Cannabisiac, it is my pleasure to induct you as graduates of Cannabisiac's Incubator Builder Program. Please proceed with the pinning. Adrian. Shakira is gonna pin. Thank you. Woohoo. By receiving your pins, you have been recognized as a graduate of Cannabisiac's Incubator Builder Program. Okay, we will now have the presentation of certificates from Anne Marie.
And Melissa, I finally made it. I'm now one of you.
After the
Yes, sir,
presentation
sir.
of
Finally made it.
certificates, we will do your tassel. Anne Marie.
All right, one moment. Let me share again. I feel like I'm the nervous one over here. Wait a minute.
And I think I was the nervous one.
All right, 1 second. I hate this little toolbar. Okay, here we go. All right, so our first certificate goes to Adrian England, who has completed our Cannabis Builder Incubator Program, Fundamentals of Entrepreneurship in Cannabis, and this certifies that, Adrian, you have satisfactorily completed the course of study prescribed for certification in the Cannabisiac Incubator Program and is hereby awarded this certificate of completion. Congratulations, Adrian.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Oh boy.
Next, Shakira Little.
Yay.
Yay. You have now completed the Cannabisiac Incubator Program, the Fundamentals of Entrepreneurship in Cannabis, and this certificate certifies that you, Shakira Little, have satisfactorily completed the course of study prescribed for certification in the Cannabisiac Incubator Program and is hereby awarded this certificate of completion. Wow. Congratulations, Shakira.
Yay.
Now we
Thank
will
you,
have
Teresa and Anne-Marie, especially Teresa.
I'm holding back tears.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Guys, let's get ready to move our tassels. Right now, you should have your tassel on the right side of your cap, on your right side. Make sure it's on your right side. Okay. Let's begin. I will let you know when to move the tassel. As we move our tassels, let's remember the hard work, dedication, and support that brought you to this moment. I would like to thank Adrian and Shakira today for being a part of Cannabisiac University and our Cannabisiac family, because now you're family. Okay?
Wow.
We wish you all the best. Congratulations. And now it is time to move your tassel from the right to your left.
I'm now certified awesome.
Okay. If you ever forget which side your tassel goes on, remember it goes on your left over your heart. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present Canna Class 3, the Unforgettables.
Really, the unforgettable.
Thank you all.
This is awesome. So, graduates, this is your time where you can say any remarks that you have. Normally, we start with Adrian. We're going to start with Shakira today on this part. Shakira, you can start with your remarks.
I'd like to give thanks to Anne-Marie, Teresa, and everyone. It was such a journey, wonderful journey. Sometimes would I like to give up, but Teresa cheer me up. She was a really good cheerleader. Admarie, you're such a lovely person. I wish I could meet you in person again, different from the time I met you at Rebel Salute. I would like to meet you again. You're such a wonderful and amazing person. Thank you.
You see me next month.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
But I share the same sentiment. You all are very wonderful people. In fact,
Yeah.
I recall the first time, well, I met Teresa before anyone else over the phone. And she had such a strong presence on the phone. And then when I met her in person, I was looking down on her like this. I was like, wow, she's so small. So, it's
I
been
like
a
to
pleasure.
say I'm delicate like a flower, but strong like a bull.
So-
Don't judge me by my height.
That was a really wonderful moment to have met you, Teresa. And ever since meeting you guys, meeting Anne-Marie, and Mary has a really strong presence in person, like very this very dominant presence. Like
She dominant
I
for
mean,
true.
yeah. It's so refreshing knowing that I'm a part of something with championing by that's been championed by a group of people that knows what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah. That's my remark. I'm I'm pleased to be a part of something with people that knows what they're doing. It was a pleasure
And put your
meeting
trust to.
everybody along the way. This book of the months and random pop-ups from different people within the industry. It was a pleasure meeting you, John. Uh, and we will talk further because I did that thing that we spoke about last time. Yeah, I went ahead and I fixed that. So I look forward to talking to you further about that. Shakira, it was a pleasure working with you
Same to you,
over the
Adrian.
series. Thank you for your confidence in my products and your interest in being a retailer. I when the products do come onto the market, I really do look forward to giving you the first batch, honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I look forward to continue growing the Economisia. So as I said, there are many more people like us out there, and I want to be a part of this group of people who know what they're doing to continue to help others to get where we are, so that they can see their dreams come true as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you both. I want to acknowledge Adora, who's joined us with Venture Catalyst. She's one of our advisory board members. Adora, thank you for being here. She's also been one of our coaches for our incubator program. She's coached our participants on their financials and getting them ready for potential investment in the future, as well as just helping them understand the numbers. So thank you for that, Adora. Again, thank you, JM, not only for today's presentation, you have also coached our participants. You have shared your books and your knowledge. And we welcome you, I believe, soon as a new board member as well. And so thank you so much for everyone who joined us. And I want to say, to our graduates, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Cannabisiac is like your hand to hold through your cannabis journey. So we have much more in store for you. There's mentorship, there's coaching, there's our monthly events, there's more connections to be made for you. And so there's a long road of togetherness that we have ahead to ensure that you're going to be successful. And I'm excited for each of you. As Mary said, you are a part of our Cannabisiac family now. So don't disappear, stay active, stay involved. When we call you and set up meetings, keep your meetings, especially for your coaching sessions.
Yes.
Keep those on your calendar and make sure you're present, make sure you come prepared and ready. And we know you're going to do well because you have a village behind you and standing with you. So I want to say that. And then lastly, I want to say that we can make more possibilities for more people. We've started Cannabisiac Foundation. You can donate now to Cannabisiac Foundation at cannabisiacfoundation.org. You can also join us for our first inaugural fundraiser, October 10th through the 12th in sunny South Florida, where we'll be raising money for scholarships for those who need to go through programs like the Business Incubator program, but may not have the resources. We're raising money for that. In addition to that, we're raising money for small business grants, micro grants, because these businesses, Adrian, for example, will need 2 patents. Those cost money, right? Shakira will need some help with some infrastructure and just some technology systems to make sure she can have the proper processes to expand her businesses. So small business grants can help these small businesses with their expenses. And so we're raising money to be able to provide that type of access. We have Mel on the call, who's one of our graduates. I'm sure she may have something she wants to apply for a grant for her business. So that's what we're raising money for. And that's what Cannabisiac Foundation was created to do, so that we can give businesses a step up to really grow and excel. So we ask you to join us in our efforts at Cannabisiac, but also join us in our efforts with Cannabisiac Foundation as we continue to grow this ecosystem in cannabis and help those who we know can be successful if they have the right village and the right resources and opportunities. So with that being said, I think that's the end of our program. Be back here Saturday. Learn more. We have our fall cohort coming up, as we talked about earlier. So if you know anyone who's interested, they can start applying today on our website, cannabisiac.com. And again, you can get involved with our foundation, sign up for our upcoming event, become a vendor sponsor, buy tickets, or if you just want to make a donation, you can also go to our general donation link and you can donate specifically to scholarships or to the small business grant. So you can designate your donations as well on our foundation. So thank you all. Congratulations, graduates. And make sure each one. Reach back and help somebody else out after you have now become successful. All right. And I will have our procession, and you all have a wonderful Saturday. Thank you all.
Bye.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The emotions, man.
Congratulations, guys.
I felt my eyes well up there 1 minute. Yeah.
That's a really cute picture.